My name is Carl Martin. My mascot is SMU's Peruna.
Hi, my name is ItsEricAaberg. I was the UC Dallas Mascot, Temoc, for the past 5 years, and last year I was also the Dallas Cowboys mascot.
My name is Princess Dixon, and I'm Blaze, UT Mascot.
How I first started off as the mascot for UT was I actually joined the cheer team, and so I was a cheerleader for a bit, which was a lot of fun. I never was a cheerleader before, and the coach reached out to me and was like, "Hey, do you want to be a cheerleader?" I was like, "Yeah, like I'll come cheer." And so I went to cheer practice, and they're like, "Cool, like you're a guy, like welcome." And I was like, "Okay, cool." Like I loved it. Mascot tryouts roll around, and my coach was like, "Do you want to be the mascot? Like we don't really have a mascot." I was like, "No, like I don't really want to. Like mascot is not my thing." Like I always thought it was lame. Like I think that's a persona that some people think like mascotting is lame. I went home and I literally had a dream. I don't know if it was the next night or a few nights later, and it was about, you know, putting on the mascot suit and like just putting it on like an Iron Man suit, and I absolutely loved it. And so I was like, okay, I will do mascot tryouts, and I do it, and it was absolutely fun and amazing, and I've loved it ever since.
I actually got recruited through Instagram. I was working a summer job, not thinking about SMU, not thinking about cheer or mascotting. I hadn't done any of these things before. And I got a DM from a cheerleader at SMU. She asked if I was interested in playing Peruna for their mascot camp, the NCA camp. She said they needed somebody in the suit to get them a skill point, and she saw I did theater and opera and thought I would be a great fit. I thought it sounded like a lot of fun, you know, take some time off work, hang out with the cheer team. So I did cheer camp, won All-American, got a couple of awards, and I stayed on with the team for the senior year after that.
I got started back in like 2021 when I saw a poster on the wall in my high school because they needed mascots, and I thought it would be cool because I've seen other mascots do your thing, and I thought it was honestly so cool being in a suit and just getting to have fun with other people, so I wanted to do that.
Mascotting has really impacted my confidence and brought it to a whole new level, because the one fun thing about mascotting is that no one knows it's you. Like you put this whole persona on and you enter this whole new character. It's like playing a video game. Like you get to just become that character. You get to become that, you know, confident, you know, main character energy whenever you walk into a room and people are just looking at you and you're doing silly, goofy things. And so for me, I was already pretty confident before. I would always fake my confidence, if anything, when I first came to college. But after becoming a mascot and doing all these silly things in a room, I just started doing that like IRL, and I was like, you know what, like it's just fun, it's just cool. And so yeah, after, you know, mascotting for years and doing all these goofy things, my confidence outside of suit just grew immensely.
I developed my own walk as Peruna the mascot. It kind of became a little more swaggering, a little more confident. I used to walk around campus kind of with my head down, kind of kept to myself. After I started playing Peruna, the walk started to transfer into my personal life. I started to walk a little more confidently, my head up, and just with a little more swaggering confidence.
Back in high school, I remember I didn't even want to, you know, be at the first pep rally because I was so scared, even if nobody could see me. But honestly, being around it a lot, like being around, like in the suit a lot, just helped me, you know, beat up confidence to go talk to random people, even without the suit.
I think the biggest misconceptions that people have about mascotting and the stigma is that it's lame. I think people are like, oh, like you can't be on the football team, like it's always the weak people or this or that. And I'm like, no, like mascotting is a lot of fun, because I don't know any other thing that you could do on this campus to feel like a main character, like you're a campus celebrity. And so, I mean, I think it's one of the funnest things that you can do. It's definitely a workout, you're definitely an athlete, you're definitely sweating it up, definitely going to practice, and you know that suit can weigh like maybe 20 pounds. And so I think a lot of people just think it's lame, but honestly at the end of the day it's so much fun.
They don't think that it takes work to actually, like, they don't understand that it's really hard to be able to physically perform in a suit that is really hot and still gain the crowd's attention, because a lot of people love mascots and we put in the work. A lot of people, they don't think people will actually like work towards being a mascot here. Like I had to plan a routine. I was ready because I wasn't sure if I was going to get picked. They don't think that's a real thing. They think they just pick a random person, put in a suit.
The other one is the feeling that we're not like real people. This especially happens when you're going to intense rivalry games. So for me, that was often the TCU game. You have fans screaming at you, throwing things at you, telling you to die, and you're like, hey, I'm just the mascot. I'm a person in here. I'm just doing my job.
Back in high school, There's this girl, she was so nice and she would come play with us, and just I would honestly just sit on the field and just play with her. I honestly miss that experience of just having to just walk to kids and just sit on the grass with them. But kids are honestly one of the best parts of being mascots. They are honestly the brightest things ever. I love kids.
It's like the kids and their reactions to Peruna and just that joy you get to give other people. And it's not just the kids, it's like the older fans who are there, who've been coming there for like 30, 40 years, and they're just so excited to see Peruna and sing the fight song for him since he can't sing. And just that joy you're bringing to people, and you definitely get back the joy you give too.